afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero Strike, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on West Wall. Between the West, we got here Insanepriest fighting for the Soviet Union, for socialism, fighting here for the 20th Motorized Rifle Division, versus in the East, we got Earth fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the 3rd Panzerdivision trying to break out, having been encircled by the Russians during the night. We got Ostrom, we got Elite Troops, we got Lightning War here for Earth with Triple Infantry versus Insanepriest, Spartan Tactics, Gart Motor, and Third Industry Tactics with machine guns and infantry there for him. Noting though, he does not go for the support and company, but instead just goes straight for the infantry, whereas Earth is going for a mix of MD-42s and Grenadiers. Both players basically going for some rather standard stuff. So MD-42 there being hauled forwards on the Lafette mount, I believe it was called. There was in fact another mount for the MD-42, and for that matter the MD-34, which was meant for sort of taking down aircraft, being used against aircraft specifically, sort of could better sort of point up towards the more telescopic legs or something like that. It's a little fun detail there. But moving ahead here, Pioneers being supported by the Grenadiers, while the MD-42 goes straight for the fuel, and we got here Insanepriest splitting up, aggressively heading west or east and south there with the conscripts. Engineers that looks like to be slightly backing. Actually, they weren't down there for some reason. I saw them as conscripts and I can't really describe that why. We've got a bigger push in the north then from the conscripts. Got the fuel there. Pioneers grabbing points here. Grenadiers go straight for the centre of victory point. Advancing. And we got more Grenadiers there for Earth. And the 3rd Panzerdivision. Hiccup. Conscripts moving up here against Grenadiers. Pioneers sneaking ahead. And there you go. Conscripts going on the Pioneers. More Grenadiers arriving for Earth and the 3rd Panzerdivision. MD-42 occupying the house here, covering the northeastern victory point there. Conscripts advancing, got no molotov shield, of course it could be quick to get them. Instead we got a 4th conscript there for him. Conscripts they're trying to oorah away, but in this case there's no way to oorah and bullet. Well, out oorah, you know, outspeeded a bullet there. There you go, suppressed, but in this case they do manage to crawl away in this case because the MD-42 can't quite suppress them fast enough to actually pin them down. Still, that should cause Insanepriest to be a lot more careful around the area here. Grenadiers are rather sort of alone in the center. That's actually a bit of a bad move there for Earth. I mean, quickly outnumbered and outgunned, he's forced to retreat. And yes, Germans in the early game, you want to leave units sort of within supporting range of each other. In this case, the Grenadiers were very much not that. And now we got a 2nd Grenadier squad moving ahead, which is very much also within that same realm of not within range of anything else. With a 3rd one, which looks to be sort of heading closer to the rest. I mean, it does need to be careful with that before jobs again. I mean, generally you benefit most of the ammo in the early moments of the game of using a machine gun more accurately, so that way give you an edge in engagements. We'll have to see what it does end up with Earth doing. For conscripts, do any upgrades here for him as of yet? None.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Pioneers moving southwards. Conscripts hanging about here. Insanepriest forces also scattered a bit across the map here. Looks like we got a counter-attack competitor to sort of flush the Russians out of the house here. A lot of Grenadiers lining up. And the South Grenadiers are getting the Engineers who could, you know, benefit from getting to come in there. Some nice already pre-made trenches there for them to utilize against the enemy. There you go though. Dimitri stumbles over. More Russians pushing towards here. Pioneers being sandwiched here between a lot of conscripts. What they're going to do where they can here. Slightly shifting about here though. Taking minor losses. Other Grenadiers advancing close. MD-42 remains up here. Again, it's denying the area, but it could be doing more.
Enemy is taking our territory.
I feel. Grenadiers up close. He's actually planning here for elite troops, in which case you could pop concussive grenades to flush out the conscripts. He wanted to. Grenadiers here not looking too good. They're increasing getting low on health, and we've got 2 conscripts now focusing down. Well, sort of. There we go, up in the house now. Grenadiers need to retreat. They are way too low on health. He actually lost a unit here in the south. Engineers suffered a rather fatal encounter with the Grenadiers. Looks like he was trying to hurt them out, but he forgot about them and didn't retreat them in time, resulting in a wipe there for Earth. There we go, going to push bait. Small chance of actually getting a wipe in return, which is definitely hard. So lost there for Earth, and they're going to be, you know, the Engineers for Insanepriest. He is quick to get a replacement Engineer squad up. That's good. That is good. More Grenadiers are briefly planned by Earth, but perhaps realizing he actually needs to take up instead. Nope, he actually has taken up. In fact, going for the light mechanized company. Panzer Grenadiers here would be good for Earth, though of course we could also go for half decks or 222. All of those would be, I think, pretty sensible options. Allowing him to support his infantry a bit more actively, and also giving him more mobility. In the case of the Panzer Grenadiers, just getting a lot more firepower. And there you go, that's the 222, like the Panzer Speerwagen. Back here we got a supporting company up there for Insanepriest. There might be Maxims, there might be mortars. Might be something else entirely. And there you go, it is the mortar on the way there for him. And the 20th Motorized Rifle Division. So 222 almost done there for Earth. And with Insanepriest having no anti-tank weapons, that 222 is going to be quite effective. At least until he brings up the counter message, which will likely happen fast, because again, either it's going to go for something doctrinally, or he's just going to research anti-tank grenades. Neither of which is going to take an awful lot of time. To they're supporting the Grenadiers and the Pioneers, they move ahead, assaulting their conscripts and sending them running. In South Point, they're being secured. Grabbing points as well. Scout cars were doing part of the Ausklärungsabteilung, or sort of unit, sort of regimental size, with its own sort of battalions in it, including a scout car one, but also a sort of a Panzer Grenadier sort of reconnaissance element, though they were primarily utilised. Well, not really as scouts, that wasn't their job. Their job was actually to help punch holes and support the scout cars, but they primarily sort of increased as the war progressed, found themselves fighting just as regular infantry as well, in which case they also had their own half-tracks, this is what the 250 half-track was for, supporting those chaps. So they basically ended up serving sort of as another infantry battalion there, in armoured half-tracks, in that case serving, as a half-tracked element, generally. There might have, of course, been a company of those, and then the rest have been mounted in Flugwagen, Schwimmwagens, or whatever. Grenadiers have been swamped here in the centre, need to retreat. Pioneers from the north. MD42 remains, they just hasn't really done much with it. I do feel, again, that's a bit of a mistake there by Earth in the early game. Could be doing a lot more with it. Mortar firing away, getting a bit of damage in here versus Earth, but so far no real impact. And they're going to tank grenades off, damaging the engine of the 222, leaving it in a pretty poor state. The Earth pushing it a bit too aggressively. Grenadiers is retreating, so in this case, he actually has got nothing to really support the 222 with, which could very well result in its lost. Panzer Grenadiers are arriving from off-field, ready to assist the 3rd Panzer Division in breaking out here. 222 almost down here, just a few more hits, and I think it's going to be kaput. And moments more. There we go. Grenadiers moving in with the light machine gun there, and we got the mortar moving up, grabbing the fuel point there, which Earth had secured for a brief moment in time. Back here, do we have anything going? Got a bunker there up for him, and for the third player, we got the tank command up there for Insanepriest, and the 20th Motorized Rifle Division constantly being pushed back. There's the Panzers end up supporting the Grenadiers with assault rifles, pushing their way through. Going straight for that. MG42 still up there. Grenadiers versus Panzer Grenadiere.
We are losing territory. They came for a fight. Let's give them one.
Bit of shooting there.
Squad awaiting orders.
Also, apparently they were considered a bit more detached with these, reconnaissance elements. For example, in the 17th SS Division, Panzer Division, normally, for example, had the 9th and 10th SS Panzer Divisions reconnaissance. I believe there's specifically half-tracked elements there attached to them as support. Interesting enough, I'm not sure why, but I'm guessing they felt like they need to stiffen up the division with some veterans. But that's actually something that happened there. So I think that also highlights that those reconnaissance elements were considered just more detachable overall. Rifle grenade here, a lot of units bunch up inside the house. That's a bit dangerous there for Insanepriest. In this case, he does manage to get out in the knees, but the conscripts do suffer quite heavily in the process. We've got a maximum up now supporting as well here. Insanepriest and the 20th Motorized Rifle Division here, giving Earth a bit of a headache, forcing his men away. And we got some Pioneers operating in the north. You could easily move up then before two change it up around here, in which case, again, keep the fuel point safe by keeping the front line away from the fuel point. Meanwhile, Pack 40 there on the way for Earth, pretty sensible. His opponent certainly very likely to go for some kind of armor or vehicles very soon. I mean, he could easily go for the T-7 now. He could also go for the air half-track. He could go for 2 half-tracks, one of them being an air half-track. I mean, in that regard, Insanepriest does have numerous options here to sort of take the fight to Earth more aggressively. They're taking heavy fire from the Grenadiers, but exposed out in the open, no Molotovs up, which certainly makes it easy here for Earth to just use houses against Insanepriest. In the south, Max grabbing the fuel point there again. And there we go, we got the T7 on the way there for Insanepriest. No half-jacks. And Constantly here versus the Engineers. No Pioneers up there by the Northern Munitions. Overall, Earth right now is in pretty good map control here versus Insanepriest. Got a fat victory point lead as well. And here, troops healing, reinforcing. Tech almost down there for Earth. Pioneers there, low on health. Need to be very careful about that. They could easily find themselves right. And there we go. We got the T70 out here for Insanepriest. Going for the cough on this. You can see Earth is still further extending his reach there into Insanepriest's territory. At the same time, Insanepriest will try and to force Earth to pull away from them, react to the threat he's active presenting across the map. Mine down there, not a bad spot at all. T70 roaming about. They're trying to look for any fascists. Can shoot to death. And there you go. Fuel point in the south. They're being harassed again by Earth. He never relents. He never gives up. Close encounter of the Panzer Grenadier kind. There assaults to retreat there for the conscripts. If he didn't pay attention to the mine, they could try and bait the Panzer Grenadiers into it. Looks like he's didn't it. Oh dear. Half a unit gone there in a matter of seconds. And Flamethrowers they could finish off those. So they've got Bang Grenade off. Problem is they're still going to be in a pretty sore position. Particularly now the T-70 is arriving. Enough is not reacting to the Rashman around his own point, but there we go, Mac dealing with the Grenadiers. Then we got more infantry moving in to try and settle that score as well. MG42 remains where it is, and Insanepriest isn't really doing anything doctrinally, neither is Earth. Neither player there seems to sort of in that regard have a plan. In this case, you can see now the MG42 getting punched again for just being so isolated for so long. In this case, he's just bringing up the T7 to deal with it. In this case, though, you could actually be doing a lot better. We're sort of trying to set it up so you can sort of more easily cut off the retreat path of the MG42. In this case, though, the MG42 quickly gets out the back door and runs. Got the pack following up, but again, it's a bit on its own. In this case, getting flanked here. Bit of an uncautious move there by Earth, which is, in this case, running some trouble there with Insanepriest. They can't heavily punish it, which I think is to the benefit, of course, of Earth. Here we got Grenadiers standing about. They seem a bit forgotten there by Earth. There's too much happening. And there we go. Can actually risk losing the Pack 40 here. T70 catches up with the plastic conscript. Can even steal it. Oh, Pack 40 wiped.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Panzer Grenadiers moving up. We got the Suprema Corps up. They can go for the Stug now in Osman soon, or well, Stug soon as well, or Panzer 4 here. He did manage to prevent the Russian from getting the Pack 40, but that's about it. The T70 is still proving to be quite a menace here. Pack 4 recruit by some plucky pioneers, and here, bit of shooting going, constant range to the light machine gun there, so it fires out the windows. Come on, Helmut, keep the ammunition flowing. I don't want this thing to run out while there's still Russians out there. Got the machine gun team and they're moving out. Pack 40 being carted to the front as well. And there we go, we got the Panzer 4 for Earth, allowing him to basically get sort of the armor lead. In that regard, Insanepriest has suffered a lot of fuel harassment. He overall has been able to quite as quickly take a hit there compared to Earth. Though he's certainly retaining the fame and ice, getting more map control here versus Earth as well. T7 then continues to roam about, looking for targets. Mortar under fire from Grenadiers, need to retreat past there, coming under fire though from the 82mm mortar, and oh dear, direct hit, full wipe. Huge loss there for Earth, and that was a huge gain there for the mortar crew. That pretty much in short has paid itself off. Quite a loss there for Insanepriest. Not Insanepriest, but Earth. And the 3rd Panzer Division. It seems like he got some men still wiping out a country squad on a turn. Not quite the same sort of level there, but certainly not going to hurt either. Got the Panzer 4 there for Earth and the 3rd Panzer Division. They're being blasted by the T-70 light tank. And there we go, we got the Pack 40 firing away there, getting a good penetrating against the T-70, quickly popping self-repair there, ensuring he can't survive a second shot, causing him to require 3 shots. It's a neat little trick there, most players sort of never really seem to utilise. Of course, once the balance patch hits here late March, it won't matter because it gets extra health and it will lose the crew repairability. So there'll be, in that regard, as opposed to less skill involved there, if you will. MG4 a bit of trouble up by the northern victory point. Panther 4 moves ahead, I think, way too far there for Earth, really. I mean, he's rushing ahead to Panther 4 with little to no infantry support. Though he almost... Oh, he gets a conscript squad. That's 2 conscript squads gone in a very short span of time. That's pretty good there for Earth. And the 3rd Panzerdivision house collapses. And able to withstand the power of Germany. Got the HM6M on the way there for Insanepriest, and we got Garcia arriving as well.
Su-76 assault gun standing by. We need to reestablish our supply
Got the HM6M out as well. Maxim hiding away in the south, but nothing really happening.
Well done, comrades. The point is
Northern victory point secured here. But that's quickly going to get lost as we got some pretty focused German attention on it to recapture it for Germany. Now the question is, what will Earth go for next? He's going to go for another Panther 4 and Osprey or Stug. We'll actually try and play for tier 4 here, aim for Panthers. I mean, that would be pretty risky in the current state there. For Earth versus Stug, for example, would help versus vehicles and armor. Another Panther 4 to also help, but also do more versus infantry. And of course, the Osprey line to just more directly go after infantry. So we'll have to see here what Earth does aim for against Insanepriest. Guards, when they're having their first encounter with the Panzer IV, and that does not end up well. 2 men dead as the rest basically leg it. Up north, the Grenadiers versus the T-70. Oh, good chance of wipe here. But there you go, Panther Faust. Pretty good luck there for the Grenadiers. Pretty good luck. A lot of terrain there, based off going the hit. But there we go, almost got wiped there. Almost got wiped. Panther IV running, taking damage, engine hit there. HM6 fires away there with the 76.2mm gun, same as on the SIS-3 by the way. Going up there again, field gun shoots, misses. Almost got the Panther 4 there, almost got it. Oh, close quarters barrage there on the Pack 40. And he gets the wipe. Quite a loss there for Earth. Plus, he might lose the Panther 4 if the HM6 catches up, in particular, can just get some veterans up, so can use tracking. Can't quite catch up with it. There we go, veterans, you want tracking available, tracking available. It's a bit of underutilized ability, but it's a really good one too, and he's trying to attack ground home to catch the Panther 4. And he gets it, he gets the Panther 4. Now that's a loss there for Earth. That is a loss. And a victory for Insanepriest. Noting by the way that Earth is just down to now 1 Pioneer squad, 1 MG42 and 4 Grenadier squads. Not 1, 2, 3, but 4. A lot of infantry here from the 3rd Panzerdivision as they try to break through, no matter the cost. Conscripts suppressed as they move straight to the MG42. And here in the south, engineers flanking up behind all of this. Very good work there by Insanepriest. There was a little limited support there. He's got the mortar, in theory, could just smoke this up, and he's likely just going to mortar it with high explosive rounds. T-70 from 6 down to 5. We got a Stug there on the way for Earth. The Stug 3G. Got the Guardsmen here versus the Grenadiers. Grenadiers in a pretty bad spot, so the Guards are a bit there. We got Max moving up to support though. And there go Rifle Grenade off. He does. Moving time there. Huge loss there for Insanepriest. We got the M6 bombarding here. The Grenadiers need to get the T-70 in there though to try and clear them out before it's too late. Insanepriest has barely got any territory versus Earth right now. This is looking pretty grim there for Insanepriest and the 20th Motorized Rifle Division. Earth Stug is almost done. HM6M moving ahead here. The M standing for modernized. In this case, the modernization involved basically having one engine for both threats rather than 2 separate engines, which actually caused a lot of troubles because you had to operate in them both at the same time. If you got it wrong, you'd burn out the engines. But also because initially you had to enclose compartments meant there was very, very little room for the crew. and they sort of just opened it up. They, of course, exposed the crew, but rather meant it was a lot more comfortable operating it. Grenadiers here blasting away. MG42 there. Oh, could be flanked here by the Grenadiers. Oh, not Grenadiers, but the T-70. The Grenadiers on hand are making a quick run for it. Veterans to gain. Got the Stug moving up. He should add the Pentlamat machine gun there for it. This, by the way, being the early model Stug 3G, which you can tell from the mantlet there, which is more square rather than rounded, which later models Stug 3Gs had, plus the machine gun on top there would have been on later models, a sort of more remote control one. Same as the Hetzer, basically. Little fun fact there. They would also be more likely to have a coaxial machine gun sort of mounted here in the mantlet, though even these early model Stug 3Gs would have actually had the location, in which case it's sort of been, I think, around here, sort of there, it would have sort of been drilled in there. Little fun fact, but it was not all something old they got there, so it's a bit curious as sort of what sort of reason there was for it, and sort of which tanks got and which Stugs got and which didn't, but some did, some didn't. Little fun fact there, though. Pioneers getting blasted. We've got the Stug 3G moving down. Need to get supported though. Or at the very least, he needs another one. He's probably gone here for Lightning War. We got here Relief Infantry out. We got some Ostrom here to support. Here, Earth and the 3rd Panzer to be shown. Guards out in the open versus 2 Grenadiers. Squats, light machine guns blasting away. And we got a DP light machine gun there briefly dropped before getting picked up again. We got the T-70 rising up. We got the Stuka ready to support. Ready to fire its mighty 75mm with a cannon.
We are down to 100 points.
100 points left for Insanepriest. Not looking good. We also got another H6 on the way there to deal with any armor. Point there secured. Southern point being secured as well.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
And it is under fire from the T-70 up north. Mortar fire landing down as well. Stug needs to be careful about rushing ahead again without support. Taking a few hits there, and there you go. Damage aimed, but there you could catch it. The T-70 could catch it, maybe, but he's also very likely to end up losing the Stug at this rate. Misses the T-70, misses it, gets away. H6 flying up behind. We got Grenadiers nearby that will be able to hit with the Pantifars. There we go. The threat of the Pantifars does force Insanepriest to pull back the H6 rather than risk losing it to this, you know, to do 3G potentially or something else. Mortar there with Vetch G2 already. And we got here Pack 40 being pushed ahead. Again, moving it too far ahead of the rest of the force with, again, lack of infantry support. I mean, he's got 4 Grenadiers. He can't seemingly keep his important units supported by them. But there you go. Looks like he's about to lose the Stug 3G. Gets a good hit there, but knocked out nonetheless by the H6. No mercy. But he gets vengeance there with a Panzerfaust on the H6, which has just arrived. Another unit wiped there as well by the sound of it. Pack 40 crew dead once more.
The enemy has taken our supply
So some losses there for Earth, which he might not be able to afford. We got a heavy mortar there, apparently. Oh, Guardsman there, briefly looking at heavy mortar for some reason in mind. But no more Guardsman there for Insanepriest, heading up more infantry, so he'll have an infantry advantage. Versus Earth, who's building up resources. He's clearly aiming for the Tiger tank, though, of course. He could just as well just hang on. He could just as well have gone for a few fuel catch that way, speed up the income towards the Tiger a bit faster, rather than just, you know, trying to wait a bit extra. Because I mean, he's floating a lot of manpower while he's waiting for getting the fuel there. So I mean, in that regard, you know, just getting that fuel catch or two would, you know, help a lot there. It just resulted in less floating and longer term also more resources. There you go, Pack 40 white Pioneers on that were completely wasted by Earth. I have no idea why I tried to pull it off, because the T-70 is just too close to the Pack 40 at that point, to the Pack 40 having a chance. Right from the off there, Grenadiers desperately fighting, and there we go, we got the Tiger out for Earth. Tiger arrives. They're fighting in the south. We got the Max being spotted by machine gun and grenadiers and just forced off. We got 97 points left there for Insanepriest and 375 there for Earth, containing a lead there. But on the other hand, I mean, Insanepriest actually got an overall larger force than Earth. He just needs to wield it a bit more aggressively and efficiently, I think. So Tiger out there, Pendulum machine gun being added to the Tiger. With its 88mm gun. Guards with the something under fire from the Tiger. Echelon 6 more on the way for Insanepriest. Could grab the victory point there. Quick shot there, penetrates the Tiger's armor. Finally failed to penetrate the Tiger's armor. There we got Ostrov moving through here, the snow towards the center victory point, finding around here. Northern victory point being secured. Country's almost right there, pair Grenadiers and Pioneers. In the center, more tension happening there. Got the T-7 rushing hit there, but with reconnaissance to quickly spot out, and we got air support called in for Earth. Stuka Kanonenvogel, as they were known, with 13 of the cannons under their wings, move in to finish off any socialist play. And there go engineers wiped here by the 13 of the cannons. T-7 also takes quite a bit of damage. And we got the F-6 opening up on the Tiger tank. Tiger tank that looks like it's going to turn around here to deal with the F-6. But now we got Contra rushing ahead instead. F-6 supporting. Gets a good hit on the Tiger. Being pushed back there. Not willing to risk damage to engine. Certainly a sensible response there by Earth. As that could have made him a lot easier target for the F-6s. Got Pioneers moving up. And it is advancing there against the mortar crew in the south there. We got a single unit holding up here, an MD-42. Can't quite grab the victory point, but I suppose it can prevent his opponent from moving past it at the same time. There's a bit going on here.
We have an isolated sector.
Maximum advancing. Tiger rolling ahead. With light support there. We got some Grenadiers further up north. T-76, they work together. We need some repairs, we need some more engineers, I think, to keep things flowing there. And I do think Insanepriest should also consider taking up maybe a bit. There are a few T-34s I think would help him out quite a bit. And if things go completely pear-shaped, he can always bring up a tank destroyer of the heavier kind to help deal with the Tiger.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. Yes, comrade.
MD-42 forced to abandon as the H-6 barrages. Firing off quite a few shots there. Going to move up north, Grenadiers versus conscripts. There we go, good hit. Ish, if it actually had hit the conscripts rather than hit the wall. And there we go, Pack 40 got hit the H-6, quite a loss there for Insanepriest, too much going on. But he risks losing the Pack 40 here again. Actually, this is a new pack crew. In fact, he's stolen the other one. Actually, it's good. He's just, for some reason, he placed it all the way back at the end of his space rather than trying to bring it forward. At which point, he might as well destroy it rather than wasting man pump pop cap on a pack 40 he's not using. Because it was pretty good of him to actually bring up the pack 40 to help deal with the Tiger. In the meanwhile, though, Earth here wisely bringing up a Stuk to support his Tiger. In the meanwhile, Insanepriest going for just more H-6Ms. Tiger there close again, the H-6 shoots. No, it doesn't. Shoots and misses narrowly there. The H-6 escapes to the wrath of the Tiger tank as it backpedals pretty fast. Troops suppressed here. T-7 rushing through the south. Could catch the awesome here and make short work of them. Grenadiers here versus conscripts, slowly finishing them off. In the south we got Ostrom pushing up, we got the T-7, we got conscripts as well. Stuk almost done. 50 points left here for Insanepriest, beginning to look pretty rough here. Panzerfaust gets a good damage engineer off on the T-70 light tank. Mortar crew moves up ahead there. Aggressively, a bit desperate. Obviously, he has to grab as much territory. He has to push the front liners forward, see against his opponents he can. Second Stuka arriving should really throw on a pendulum light machine on it, just to help this infantry a bit at times.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Point being secured there. And still no infantry for the Stuka to work with, which is always pretty dangerous. It's not really what I call a good move there with the Stuka by Earth. And go H160 meters up in the Stuka 3G. Up north, T-70 going straight against the gun. These almost wiping the entire unit. One more hit, and there we go. Annihilated. Light machine gun drop there for Insanepriest to utilise. That's going to be, well, insane once it hits it on a veteran. The 3 unit, like I say, the conscripts and begin turning against the German infantry. That's going to be quite painful there to Earth. Quite painful. But he does get a maximum return there, but down to 22. Getting pretty desperate here for Insanepriest. Getting pretty desperate. H160 bombarding. And we got here the T-70 supporting a conscript push into the north. No move there, grabbing the light machine gun by Insanepriest or the 20th Motorized Rifle Division. Heading for the southern point here with a few grenadiers just as he abandons it. He didn't even consider laying down any flare trip mines, again, could make it difficult for Earth to just advance easily. Malt setting up here by the tank trap field. Max there being blasted and pushed back, but he did secure it there for the fatherland. Doing no attempt in securing the MG42 as of yet, so again he's got several options. Constantly they could move in and grab it. Eventually free with an LMG42 will be quite tricky there for Earth to deal with. If he does grab it, you know. But are you sure, Sergei? It is fascist after all, yes, but you know, once we touch it, it magically becomes a weapon of Marxism, of the proletariat. Alright, just grab it and shoot some Germans. They're shooting there against the Tiger, several penetrating it there against the thick armoured hide. Stroking up support, there go, taking several hits from the H160 as well. Oh, tiny sliver of health, that was pretty bad there by Earth. Tiger taking a lot of hits. There's one northern victory point close to security. Oh, it's in trouble. MB42 as well. There we go. Unit almost annihilated. 10 points left though for Insanepriest. The pressure is going to be a bit insane here. Tiger falling back. Stuka needs to get away as well. Going for the victory point. There we go. Got it. Rendered neutral. MB42 almost down there. Almost down. Got up for the front door this time around and escapes once more. The wrath of the Slayer here. The T-70 with 27 kills. It's definitely had an impact there on Insanepriest. Earth they're flooding a lot of munitions, probably you could consider some mines or bunkers or whatever there versus Insanepriest. A lot of mines that would do him good. Or some more leaf infantry. More maxims for Insanepriest and the 20th Motorized Rifle Division, down to 9. He could also, you know, benefit a lot from mines of this Insanepriest. You know, a few trip rifle mines there could do a lot again to slow down any harassment. He is hold here by the Grenadier squad. And the LMG conscripts seem to have been a bit forgotten there by Insanepriest, which is certainly a bit of a waste. Stuka targets in repairs, focusing on the Stuka first, since that's going to be fastest to get repaired. Not a bad idea there by Earth. Priorities tend to be a very good thing. You could definitely go for another Stuka to help deal with all these SU-6s. Going down the south here, we've got Grenadiers coming up to deal with the conscripts. And up north here, Guardsmen with, there we go, conscript light machine gun support, they're going against the Grenadiers. There you go, Grenadiers, a lot of trouble there, quickly suffering losses. As the conscripts fire away there with the light machine gun, it is down to just one man now there. T-70 H160 roaming about. He could go for another assault gun. He could try and take up. He could go for another T-70. He could also go for a half-track, allowing him to reinforce the front line, and, you know, being harder to push off. Which, considering he's down to just 9 victory points, I think would be a pretty huge deal. Pretty huge deal. We got Stu, machine guns, mortars, all that, so we're just converging on the center victory point. Then we got the H16M moving up as well. Almost got the Maxim here, and Stu there taking heavy damage. Maxim wiped. T-70 rolling up. It's got most of the victory points except one in the center. We've got another H6 on the way there for Insanepriest. Got conscious there, but out in the open, most of the Ostrom still, they are making short work of them. The light machine gun allows them to just power through. The allies of fascism there. Nothing further here. He could at least, go for a Panther 4. Stu tries something there to support what he's got there. And there you go. He loses the Stu 6, too slow, pulling it back for repairs. Quite a loss and a waste there by Earth. There's a second Stu, which really didn't achieve a lot for Earth and was just resources wasted, which is never sort of really, commendable, to be honest, in that regard. Insanepriest has gone a lot more out of his, assault guns and his T-70. I mean, he's got, 2 virtually 3 armored vehicles. He's got virtually 2 as well. Plus, he's got there the H6 more on the way and won't much, make it just as far.
We are losing territory.
You can see the Insanepriest is a lot more in control now. He's got a much bigger force here than Earth. He could grab some, those machine guns, turn them on against, his opponent. He could also lay down mines. I mean, he's got plenty of munitions, a lot of mines. He would do a lot there to make it harder for Earth, just for example, rush the victory point and seize them, further bleeding him out there and punching him for, say, just, trying to end the match there quickly. So definitely think that is something there he should consider looking into. Would definitely benefit him, particularly when he's just down to 9 victory points. I really can't emphasize enough that really should, cause him to be a bit more safe in some ways. Ostrom straight into the T-70 here. Almost wiping the Ostrom in fact. And up here we got some units on the fire from the Tiger and its 88mm gun. And a Panther 4 on the way there for Earth and the Fatherland. H160 got a good hit there on the Tiger tank. Chipping a bit away its health there. Second one moving up. Panther 4 halfway done there for Earth, halfway done. Got the T-70 roaming in there. 30 kills, 31. That's actually quite a lot there. Gonna need to be careful, at the same time the T-70 needs to be careful as well. There we go, almost wiped the squad. Mortar fire flying down, Gaspy fighting. He's recruiting 1 Maxim there. And we got another airstrike here called in by Earth. He's also bringing out the Tiger tank straight into all of this. Again, numerous veteran assault guns. But he's going in on a scout. There we go. The ace, the hero of the Soviet Union there. Sergeant Petrov blown to bits. Other assault guns moving in. The Tiger, though, is being marked up here, taking a lot of damage there, and is quickly suffering catastrophic damage. Again, the marked vehicle have really changed the dynamics of the fight and punishes Earth there for just rushing this Tiger from the head on with little to no support. So that was quite nicely responded there by Insanepriest, completely wrecking the Tiger. He lost eventually for H6. Suffered some otherwise damage, but really just getting a Tiger in return for that is a huge deal for Earth. Well, not Earth, but Insanepriest. It's a pretty bad deal for Earth, who's moving out his Panther 4 as well. He's risking his other tank as well. This is quickly turning really dangerous for Earth there. It could maybe look like he's gotten that, last VP madness, where again you just sort of think you get away with making any risk against your opponent. Meaning you're more likely just to throw away a lot of things against your opponent, just, because you're trying to make so many short-term trades, which again you just think, I just need to for a few more moments, but it turns out they're pretty bad overall, even short-term. So that's a little thing there to keep in mind. There he goes, seems like he's waking up there from his drunken haze and goes for the southern victory point, realizing his opponent's focusing so much in the center, and again, that's a bit the danger of coming who's just focusing too much in the center. He quickly hits, the southern victory point, realizes there's the rest of the map. I don't see the Insanepriest all slightly moving in. We got S-mines down there, good. But that doesn't really stop the T-70. He needs to get the Panther 4 fixed up and rush it up there. He needs to get something else in there instead. Still, almost got the southern victory point here with the Ostrom. Almost. He needs to grab that point there. I think he's just moving the T-70 again, using its combat mode. Quickly stops, wipes the Pioneers. Devastating loss there for Earth. But both points are now under command of Earth, allowing to further bleed out. Insanepriest is quick to use the T-70 again to grab the point. There's 7 points left. 6 points left. Down here, Ostrom holding next an engineer assault. There's Insanepriest, launches them in. Got some light machine gun being pushed back. Got the heavy machine gun there, banded by Earth. Engineers just going for the point. They're also doing what they can here. Without flamethrowers, they can't do much. Insane. Without further support, they can't do anything else rather, really.
We have lost a motor crew.
6 points. We got a T-70 more and another Agent 6 for Insanepriest. No attempt at taking up against Earth. No T-34s, no Katyushas, no issue defense whatsoever. In the south, engineers being overwhelmed here by the Ostrom. I think he might actually lose 2 squads here to the Ostrom. Pretty bad engagement there for Insanepriest. Is clearly getting a bit desperate as well. Got the Panther 4 moving up. We got the T-70 on its own trying to grab the point, but the Panther 4 strikes. That greased lightning, and there it goes. Self-repair up, but we'll be able to save the T-70 from the Panther 4. Will it be sufficient? Got the other T-70 out there. But ends up losing the T-70 there, abandoned. 6 points left going for the northern victory point. We've got nothing in the south. He's moving up all assault guns. He's trying, prevent his opponent from getting that one, but he doesn't have enough infantry now here nearby. He's bringing up the T-70. Can it be enough? Can it help? And he's doing nothing with the southern victory point, but he's only got a single Ostrom squad there defending it. But there you go, counterattack, forcing Insanepriest onto the defensive here, even as he has to go for the victory point. Panther 4, though, gets knocked out. Barely anything left for Earth here, but, and this is important, even as he makes this pretty, bad trade, it ends up sort of being a good trade because it allows him now to get the last few victory points out from Insanepriest. It's going to be too late now. 2 points. 1 point, and GG, game over. Rather close at times for Insanepriest, but ultimately just couldn't pull through. He got 2 folks in the center, not enough in the other points. Failed to utilize mines, I would say. Could have used better use of his doctrine, and, flanked his opponent more. He's got 2 folks, I just think, attacking head on, which rather, I think, gave Earth several advantages here and there. While Earth wasn't too great either, he was still, I think, to some extent better than Insanepriest, plus the initial resource advantage allowed him to just further get ahead there. Off Insanepriest, he just kept getting T-76s, which rather limited his responses overall, and I do think it benefited from at least a T-30-35, or maybe an SU-5, even a Katyusha could have been pretty good there for Insanepriest. So there's certainly some room there for him to improve on. But at the same time, also further again, he got 2 folks there. He was made at the game, and there he was also too willing to just throw away vehicles and attempt to just win the game. So there are some things they could also work on. But I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers.